Let us bring on the co-host of Anything Can Happen and the host of Get Your News On with Ron. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the virtual game show studio, Ron Placone.
What's up, Graham? It's
Hey, buddy.
Oh man, I'm just glad it's 2022 and everything's fixed. I just we finally got there. Everything is totally fine now. It's just we're good.
I love that notion that a flipping of the calendar we're just spring cleaning. Everything's good. All the problems we had are now gone. We sing a song, we toast, we shoot some, whatever, poppers in the air, and we wear a hat, and
everything's good. Everything's fine. I would like to think we're still having the 2021 hangover. That's how because it's just like my first plans of 2022 were thwarted by 2021 because like we were going to do a polar plunge for January 1st in my neighborhood. They do one every year. And there was a sewage spill in Long Beach on 12/31, which ruined the polar plunge for everybody. That was like their one final. I was thinking about doing it anyway. I was like, I feel like swimming through shit is the most appropriate way to send off 2021. But it got canceled.
Isn't that just the most fitting thing for just America in general? Like
totally.
We're going to do this new thing. We start the new year with a plunge and sewer line. Just like, bro, here's what January 1st cannot fix. Crumbling infrastructure because of a 4 decades corporate coup, spending too much money on war. That didn't get fixed by counting down. None of those things just magically got whisked away. But
we got an awesome game show. Ollie Oligarchy. We got a great game show. We have some awesome contestants. This is going to be a fun one where we're coming in hot for 2022. And of course, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. We have 2 fantastic contestants. We've got more of a structure to the game now. We've got 3 rounds. The first round, of course, is who said this, Democrat or Republican. The winner of round 1 then gets to pick between 3 categories to start round 2. But one of those categories, Ron, is, of course, the super delicate category, meaning it's a fake category. If they pick that one, then they lose. The person who's in second place automatically takes the lead with however many points is needed to put them into the lead. Yep. So if they're trailing by 4, they will suddenly get 5 points, and that'll put them in the lead. And that is the super delegate category. So let's bring on our first contestant. All
right.
Tell everybody who first contestant is.
All right. Our first contestant, she is a very, very funny comedian and actress. She's been in 24. She's been in Little Miss Sunshine. Please welcome Marilyn Rice Cup, everybody.
Hello. Hey. Oh my gosh. Well, hi.
How are you doing, Marilyn?
So amazing. Loving the pandemic. It's so fun. You never know what to expect,
You really don't.
You never know what anyone's going to do or think, and it's cool. It's cool.
What's your pandemic highlight?
I like it when people take their mask down to speak or cough. That's always really fun. My ex is anti-vax, so that is a hoot.
Oh, great. Wow. That's, well, you're in the right place because anything can happen. That's the name of the
show. Someone took their mask off to talk to me the other day, and it did like drive me nuts a little bit. I was just like, "What? That's not how sound waves work. I can hear you just fine. You can leave it on."
That's
the
point.
Such a basic thing. Like it just keeps the stuff in. That's it. There's nothing super political about it.
Yeah. And how is that hard to understand the purpose of the mask? Like how?
Yeah. Why is that an argument?
It's like, oh, I'm going to take my seatbelt off when I go through this. When I get to the red light, I put the seatbelt on. But then when we go to the red light, I take it off just because it's easier to drive.
And I know I'm talking old hat. And I'm not the most, I actually have been doing stand-up sort of throughout this. And I know people that are super duper careful and still got it anyway.
Right.
And I'm just, I'm being careful, but I'm also just still doing stuff. And I would say half my stuff canceled and half of it didn't. But anyway, happy to be here virtually.
Well, I figured it'd be easier to get comics now that the Omicron's worse. It's an exciting time.
It is exciting.
All right, Marilyn. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Anything Can Happen. Ron Placone, tell us who our next contestant is.
Our next contestant, very, very funny comedian. He hosts the Broccoli and Ice Cream podcast. Please welcome Mike Kaplan, everybody.
Hey,
Mike!
It's me. I'm the one now.
How are you, buddy? How you been?
How I've been is always hard to remember because everything changes so quickly. But how I am now is glad to be here, grateful to be a part of this. I really like your game show voices. This feels like the gamiest show. So I'm thrilled to be a part of it. Thanks for having me.
You know, Mike, we're thrilled to have you here on Anything Can Happen.
You complimented him and he got even game showier.
Mike, I don't know what you're talking about. This is my standard voice. I operate throughout the day in television land. All right. Well, really appreciate both of you doing this show, and it's going to be a lot of crazy voices, and anything can happen. Our first category will be Who Said This, Democrat or Republican? I will read a quote from a prominent Democrat or Republican. It'll either be a president, a vice president, a top cabinet member level, or somebody who ran for president and lost. First person to raise their hand, Ron will don't just yell out the answer, raise your hand. Ron will say, whoever raised their hand, you get a chance to answer it. If you get it correct, you will get 1 point. And then you have a chance to get a second point and name the specific politician who said it. If you get it wrong, the other person has a chance to steal that point. Also, if you say the wrong party, if you raise your hand and say the wrong party, then the other person has a chance to name the actual person and get that point as well. We will do 4 questions in round 1. At the end of round 1, whoever is in the lead can pick what the next category for round 2 is. There will be 3 categories to choose from. One of them, watch out, is the superdelegate category. If you pick that, whoever is trailing will automatically be put in the lead. That's our favorite.
And then they get to pick the actual category they want.
Yes.
It's
so having the lead might just make you get screwed over, which is the cornerstone of this show. Ron, why is that the cornerstone of this show?
That's the cornerstone of this show because, first of all, it has nothing to do with skills or knowledge, and it's just ironically called the superdelegate category. And also because anything can happen.
Yes, that is correct. All right. Let me get up to our first category of Who Said This, Republican or Democrat? Contestants, are you ready?
I just want to say real quick.
You can't answer. Nothing has been asked yet.
I just wanted to have fun first. I thought we were allowed to have fun, but I'm very sorry. I'll hold my fun till later.
Oh no! Say what you were gonna say.
It won't be as fun now, but at first I thought you were saying it's the super delicate category. It's like this category doesn't even have any stuff in it. It's so delicate, so don't pick it or it'll disappear. You know, that kind of thing.
Well, I think you proved that it's the super delicate category based on your reaction to me interrupting you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm the super delicate category. I understand. That's fair.
Yes. Yes, Mike, that's right. You're like the downy bear.
I'm super soft too, everybody.
All right.
I'll cry right now. I'll fucking cry right now.
Oh, you get extra points if I make you cry. All right. Who said this? Republican or Democrat? I would have made a good pope.
Mike.
Republican.
Mike, that's our first point. Congratulations. You're on the board with 1 point.
Oh,
and Mike,
shit. It was just that easy. I was trying to think of the person.
Yes.
Of course a Republican said that. All right. Good. Good job, Mike.
Oh, thank you, Marilyn.
And remember now, leads come and go. It is madness because anything can happen. Mike, you now have the lead 1-0, a chance to double that lead. And when I say it in this voice and use this hand gesture, I am doing what is called building tension in game show parlance.
Ooh.
Which prominent Republican, Mike, said that quote?
Was it Donald Trump?
Mike Kaplan, that is incorrect. Mary Lynn, you have a chance now to tie this game at 1 apiece. I will read the quote again.
Okay.
Which prominent Republican said, "I would have made a good pope"?
Was it Richard Nixon?
Marilyn Rice Cub, you're on the board. Congratulations.
All tied up. Is that
That
the
was
first time we've ever had a split on the first question? I think that might be anything can happen history, Graham. I don't think that's ever happened before.
That has never happened. Usually somebody takes a big lead early on, but now we're just toe to toe. We're mano a mano or mano a mulere or whatever. I don't know the languages, but you know what I'm saying.
Womano. Yeah.
Mano.
Womano.
That's I believe that's the star of Everybody Loves Waymond is Waymond
Oh,
Womano.
no.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mike Kaplan.
Happy to be
All
here.
right. We are all tied at 1 apiece. As Ron pointed out, this is the first time we have been tied after question number 1. Question number 2 of round 1. Which prominent Republican or Democrat said this quote? I've looked on many women with lust. I've committed adultery in my heart many times. God knows I will do this and forgives me.
Republican. Oh, sorry,
Huh?
you didn't call on me. I got so excited.
Mike's hand was up
Mike-
first.
Disqualify me.
I also think it was a Republican.
Okay. we're
Mike
on the same
Kaplan.
page.
I also think that's incorrect.
My goodness. What a trick.
Oh, Mary Lynn, although you didn't raise your hand in time and yelled out an answer like a
I
crazy
know.
person, you had
Yes.
a chance
Yes.
to take the lead.
Bitches be crazy.
Bitches be cray cray for an extra point. Which prominent Democrat said this? I've looked on many women with lust. I've committed adultery in my heart many times. God knows I will do this and forgives me.
Wow. That's so ballsy. Like, I don't think Kennedy would have said that because he's too smooth. That's so balls out. And why, why are you going to play it like that? It's sort of an unnecessary thing to say. Harry S. Truman.
Oh, Marilyn Rice Cub, fantastic answer. That is incorrect. Mike, we are now in a chance to steal it back again.
Okay, I'm excited. I have an answer ready, but I also want to say real quick, I've been checking into the comments in the chat, and somebody, I believe, asked for a point to be docked from me for a pun that I made. I just want to point out the person asking for that point to be docked for that pun their handle is Bay of Pugs. BAE of PUGS. That's two points docked for those 2 puns in one right there. So I'll take 1 extra point, and my answer is going to be Bill Clinton.
That is incorrect. Nobody gets this point. So, Ron, tell everybody which prominent Democrat said that quote.
Those were both excellent guesses, but it actually was Jimmy Carter.
What?
He said
Somebody
it
said
to
that
his
in the
peanut
comments.
farm. Yeah. Yeah, it was Jimmy Carter. Does not sound like something he would say, but yeah. It was him.
No.
Well, Mary Lynn, you were actually on the right course when you were like, JFK would never say that because he's too slick and he's never going to admit, because he clearly was a playboy.
Right.
So who's the most God-fearing, honest Democrat that's clearly not a playboy? It would be Jimmy Carter.
I was getting there. If only Mike hadn't have rushed me.
Oh.
No, you didn't at all. You're very nice.
You're right.
Competitor. Partner.
Well, the competition is heating up here as we are still tied at 1 apiece.
It's heating up at 1-1.
It is Kaplan 1, Rice Cub 1. Very exciting contest here. We've stayed locked in a draw. This is now question 3 of round 1. There are 2 more questions remaining in round 1. And Ron, with 2 questions remaining, there is 4 points hanging in the balance.
Tons of points. Anything can happen here, Graham. Someone could come out to a big lead. They could stay tied. I mean, this is intense. This is a good one.
This is insane. Someone could be up 5-1. It could be 3-3. It could be anything could happen. Ladies and gentlemen, next question. Which prominent Republican or Democrat said this quote? Politics is just like show business. You have a hell of an opening, you coast for a while, and you have a hell of a closing.
Mary Lynn.
Republican.
Mary Lynn Rice Cub, congratulations. You have taken your first lead of tonight. That is correct. To double your lead.
Oh my gosh.
Not double it. That's incorrect. Just 1 extra point. I don't know math very well, folks. I went to public school and I hosted basic cable game shows. So Mary Lynn,
to score more stuff.
Real quick, Graham, I think you're so bad at math that you got it right, because her lead right now is 1, and if she gets another one, then her lead will be 2, which is doubling the lead.
Actually, that's incorrect, Mike. She just got a point, so she's up 2-1. If she gets this next question correct, she will be up 3-1. That's what I was trying to say, and I said it incorrectly. So this is a horrible show for basic math.
Just to be clear, you didn't say that. You're absolutely right that the thing you were trying to say you didn't say, but the thing that you accidentally said by mistake was technically correct until you said it wasn't.
I think you're both right.
I think we are.
On the next episode of Nerds Debating Nothing. All right. So thank you for that clarification, Mike Kaplan. Mary Lynn, you have the 2-1 lead by saying that quote was made by a Republican, a chance to get an extra point and take a 2-point lead. Mary Lynn, which prominent Republican said that quote? Remember, if you get this wrong, Mike has a chance to steal that point and tie it up.
So you want to try to not get it wrong.
Pressuring me.
Yeah.
If
you want, it's fine.
Read the quote to me again.
Politics is just like show business. You have a hell of an opening. You coast for a while. You have a hell of a closing. Which prominent Republican said that quote?
Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to go with the obvious answer. I think it would be fun, and I suspect it isn't the obvious answer, but I'm not smart enough to grasp onto somebody else who would be show busy, I think what if it's like, Mondale or Rockefeller or something. I'm going Ronald Reagan.
Mary Lynn, you are going firmly in the driver's seat because that is correct. That was the obvious choice, and you got it. Bedtime for Bonzo star Ron Reagan said that quote. You now have a 3-1 lead.
The guy knows show business,
Mary Lynn knows show business. Have you ever worked?
And Ronald Reagan. Have I worked with Ronald Reagan?
No. Have you
worked with Bonzo?
He was in bed.
Have you?
I tried to.
Ever worked with a president?
Monkey? A president. No, but I've worked with fictional presidents. More than one.
Who's your favorite fictional president?
Well, they're both amazing. President Palmer, played by Dennis Haysbert, is everybody's favorite. He now does commercials for Allstate. He's so smooth and amazing and such an even-tempered president. Gregory Itzin was the evil president in 24. I'm forgetting his character's name at the moment.
Spoilers.
And the show has been off the air for 12 years. I'm sorry to spoil it for you, but
I watched it. I just worried about other people.
Greg Itzin was a deliciously evil, twisted president. Not as twisted as Trump, but he did his best.
Who would you vote for? That twisted president or Donald Trump?
That one.
Ooh, wow. All right.
Graham,
24's evil president gets the endorsement.
Can I tell you about the president that I've worked with?
Yes.
Yes, please.
I know I'm sort of introducing it as though it's a joke, but I had on my podcast the president of Brooklyn, who's now the mayor of New York, Eric Adams. It was pretty exciting.
Oh, wow. How do you become the president of Brooklyn? Do you just get a T-shirt made?
Yeah, I think it's there's a lot of like unicycling through Williamsburg involved, and
Hilarious. I was gonna say eating a bratwurst at the corner
yeah,
pub.
you have to have a sort of a vegan smorgasbord.
Charcuterie, a vegan charcuterie.
Yeah.
At the end of the unicycle ride, naked.
And
The
then-
unicycles, you're riding them naked, right?
Yeah, of course.
Did everything end with like some really good craft brews or?
Yeah, yes, and I think we've used up enough time here. I don't need to say any other funny or true things.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Final question of round one. Maryland has the lead 3-1, but there's 2 points on the line here, Ron.
Ooh.
This could end in a tie, Graham, which that would also make history. That's never happened before. We've never ended a round in a tie.
Then we would need a bonus question to see who gets to pick the round 2 category, something that has never happened, Ron.
It's never happened.
All right, the pressure is mounting as we go into the final question of round 1. Which prominent Republican or Democrat
I'm holding a dog paw for luck.
said this quote? I've now been in 57 states.
Mike.
Democrat.
Mike Kaplan, you just got yourself a point.
Woo!
If you get this correct, you will tie Mary Lynn, forcing a round 1 playoff to pick the round 2 category. Or Mary Lynn takes the round. Which prominent Democrat said that quote?
I remember that it happened, but I only remember what happened today. So I'm just going to say Obama.
Mike Kaplan, you just tied us up. That is correct. President Barack Obama said, I've now been in 57 states.
Good one.
Oh man, he's such a good president. He goes like 110%. That's, I mean, 110% would be 55 states, but if I'm getting that correct, yeah, I think that's right. So he went even more. He went like 114.
What a biatch. What a brown noser on the school of life. Take it easy, smarty pants.
I feel like Obama, when he said that, he was just
giving
giving statehood to all the territories like Guam and Puerto Rico. And he was just, that's what he was doing. He just said, I'm making them all states.
Maybe it was states of being. I was in anxiety. I was in a state of distress.
Wow. Nirvana.
I was in a state of hope.
Hey, did you get Obama on here? Is there? That was a good. I liked it.
Yeah, that's why we have Ron on the show, because he does an Obama. Yeah. All right, Ron. Well, we now have seen it happen. Anything
tiebreaker, man. History.
Round 1 tiebreaker. This has never happened. Both contestants have 3 points. This will see who gets the lead going into round 2, who gets to pick the category for round 2, but the super delegate could blow that up.
Still looming.
All right. Which prominent? Well, no, we can't do this category for
Should
right?
we do? I mean, we can, but we've never been in this situation before. This is
I don't know what to do, Ron. This is insanity.
Anything could happen.
We just got to ask a question. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. Mike, you go first.
I was going to say you should do. I was thinking of a number between 1 and 10. Okay. I say that you're thinking of the number 4.
No, you know what? We'll just read the question. Why not?
Okay.
We'll figure this out. If it happens again, then we are going to have to, and then I'm going to have to put either an odd or an even behind my back, and we're going to have to do that.
Okay.
We're going to do a virtual rock, paper, scissors. We'll see. We'll see who has the stronger internet between you two.
We need to get a commemorative anything can happen coin and flip it. Okay.
Flip it. And that's called the Iowa solution.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
that's what we need to do if this ever happens again.
Anything
can happen. We might even come up with new rules. That's a possibility too. That just happened.
The rules. All right. Tied at 3 to take the lead and pick the category for round 2. Which prominent Republican or Democrat said this quote? When the president does it, that means it's not illegal?
Mike.
Is that a Republican?
Mike, that is correct. You have the lead. If you get this correct, you are the leader going into round 2. If not, Mary Lynn could tie it, and we have to go into a whole new territory of insanity. So which prominent Republican said, when the president does it, that means it's not illegal?
I said it before, and I'll say it again because it wasn't right last time, and it might not be right this time, but Trump?
That is incorrect, Mike Kaplan. Mary Lynn, a chance to tie it and force another round 1 overtime bonus question. Which prominent Republican said this quote? When the president does it, that means it's not illegal.
Bush.
Mary Lynn, incorrect. So that means, Ron, tell everybody which corrupt, they're all corrupt, but which corrupt president said this?
Those were both excellent guesses. I think Bush would have been my first guess and Trump would have been my second, but that was actually Richard Nixon.
Tricky Dicky.
Yeah.
God, I had an urge to say Nixon again, but
it's sometimes you gotta stick with your instincts on anything that can happen. If you overthink it, you get yourself into a crazy world.
It's true. Sometimes you have to stick with your instincts, but other times you want to go with your measured afterthought and not your instincts. And so you just got to figure out which one to do and which. Like, I listen to my gut, and my gut says use your brain, but then I listen to my brain, and my brain's like, go with your gut. So what are you gonna do?
well, what if you don't know the difference between your gut and your brain, and you think it's your gut, but it's actually your brain?
Ooh,
That's a great question.
that's fantastic. Well, we'll be right back on existential quandaries after this.
Then you just got to do a bonus question. That's all you can do.
That's all you could do. Mike, you have the lead after round 1. 4-3.
4-3.
Mike has the lead 4-3. Okay, Mike, I'm going to read 3 categories for you to choose from for round 2. One of them, as I said, is a fake category. If that happens, we will award Mary Lynn 2 points and put her in the lead 5-4. If you pick a regular category, then you maintain your points in your lead and start us off into round 2. So, which of these 3 categories do you want to choose from? And they are name that dictator, or Marjorie Taylor Greene's Twitter account or Mad Magazine, or the third category, who said this, politician or supervillain.
Whoa.
Whew. What I would like is the middle one involving Mad Magazine.
So Mike Kaplan is picking Marjorie Taylor Greene's Twitter account or Mad Magazine. Mike Kaplan, that's the fake one.
No.
The first time anyone's picked it.
Anything can happen.
That is a fake category that Ron and I thought up on the phone 10 minutes before the show. Actually, Ron came up with that. I was like, Ron, we need a fake one. He just said that. I started laughing. So that is a fake category, although
a fake category might be able to become a real one in the future, though.
That might become a real one.
I already missed that category.
So
on a future show, just to be clear, if you do use that category, then please retroactively assign me 2 more points as well.
Yes, Mike. If that happens, we will absolutely retroactively points and we will send them in the mail. But this is the first time it's happened. Mary Lynn, congratulations. You now have the lead 5-4 with 2 super delegate points. I
didn't even have to do anything.
Isn't that great?
I just had to get out of the way and wait for Mike to screw up.
Yes, it's your turn.
Politics.
Politics.
So now, Mary Lynn, the other 2 categories remaining that are both real categories, which one would you like to do? Either name that dictator, or who said this, or whose plan was this, politician or supervillain?
Name that dictator.
Name that dictator it is. Congratulations, Mary Lynn. We are going now into round 2. Mary Lynn has the lead 5-4 after the first ever super delegate. Ron, how do you feel right now going into round 2?
My cat's going nuts, man. Even she's stoked about this. She's like, I can't believe this. I don't know if you could see her, but she's climbing up me. But yeah, history's been made multiple times. It's the first time we went halvesies on the first question. First time someone's picked the super delegate category. Coming into 2022 hot, man.
Very, very hot. All right. Name that dictator. I will read you something that the dictator did, and I will give you multiple choice. There will be 4 choices. First person to raise their hand gets to pick. If they're incorrect, the other contestant has a chance to try to steal a point. There's only 1 point available in this round.
So is there only one question in this round?
Yes, there's only 1 question, but it's a multiple choice answer. There's 4. I will read what the person did, and you'll pick, is it this person, this person, this person, or that person? A, B, C, and D. So let us get to name that dictator. All right. Having a reputation for being a bully, he was expelled from school at the age of 10 for stabbing a classmate in the hand. Was it A, Benito Mussolini, B, Gigi Allen, C, Dick Cheney, D, Kim Jong-un?
Mike.
I want to say Mussolini.
Mike Kaplan, you just tied us back up. That is correct.
That was my guess too. Seems like a very Italian thing to do. Just willy-nilly in the classroom.
Just right in someone's hand. A blood oath vendetta.
I love Italy. It's like my favorite place. Please don't take offense.
And if I may offer to, sort of cleanse the palate of this, it's not racism against Italians, but it's something. I want to offer a joke to unite everyone against me. Do you know what Rocky and Bullwinkle is called in Italy?
No.
It's Mussolini and Squirrelini.
Hey, did you hear about the Italian chef who died?
No.
He passed away.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for his family.
Yeah.
Oh, thoughts and prayers for the Italian chef that passed away. That was, Ron, that's another anything that happened. We've never had 2 contestants do jokes.
Right?
That was fantastic. All right, we are all tied up. Mike Kaplan just tied us back up. The super delegate, he lost the lead. Now he has tied it back up. This is one of the most, what is one of the tightest contests we've had, Ron, in quite a while. Usually someone takes a big lead and then loses it.
That's true. Yeah. This is the first time we've ever been like tied twice, I think. This has been, we should probably actually keep tabs on this so that we're accurate when we say it's never happened before, but I don't think it has.
Ron, the thing I like about anything can happen is we really don't write anything down or keep track of anything.
We don't keep track of anything.
But anything can happen. Maybe next time someone will write something down. You'll be like, this has never happened before. Check the records. This is our first record.
Our first written record of this game show we've been doing for a year or something. All right. Next, name that dictator. This guy likes to take pictures with animals and is known particularly for a photo in which he is riding a horse shirtless. Is it A, George W. Bush, B, Vladimir Putin, C, Howard Taft, D, Roger Ailes?
Mike, hands up first.
That is Putin.
That is correct. Mike, you now have the lead again, 6-5.
I feel good about it, though I do feel slightly uncomfortable that I'm much more confident about dictators than American politicians.
You should be uncomfortable.
I am. I feel very uncomfortable.
Well, we have a lot of dictators. They're just called presidents. Here we go.
My guess for the shirtless was Idi Amin. He wasn't even in the choices.
That's a good choice. He means a great choice. He's a great
Yeah, he
dictator.
seems like he'd be doing some stuff shirtless.
Yeah, he seemed very shirtless guy, kind of, he cut people's arms off and sewed them back on or whatever. He did some fun stuff.
Okay.
He did. All right. Next question. In round 2, Mike now has the lead 6-5 after starting this round trailing 5-4. He is now taking a 1-point lead, but Ron, as we know, anything can
I
happen.
feel like you're
It's a
raising your
1-point
hand
game.
really early, Mike. I'm going to do that too.
That's
Ah.
I hear
It's
you.
allowed.
Yeah.
The
It's
strategy.
I'm going to raise mine now. Like not play it cool at all. Mine's just going to be up because I will have a guess at the multiple choice.
I love when we do the show when one of the contestants finally realizes, oh, I should just answer early because then I can just
Just throw it at the wall.
I'll just try. There's only there's only 2 to pick from. I'll just pick. That's why I love anything can happen because who knows what's going to go through the minds of our contestants, Ron.
Ooh, it'd be fun. I'm not telling you how to run your game show, but it'd be pretty fun. Like in the first round, there's two things to pick from. In the second round, there's 4. But it'd be fun if just at one point one of these questions had 8 multiple choices.
Just to lengthen it out. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Name that dictator. When people began comparing Chinese politician Xi Jinping to this cartoon, he banned the cartoon. Name that cartoon. A, X-Men. B, Barney. C, Lamb Chop. D, Winnie the Pooh.
Mary Lynn.
Winnie the Pooh.
Mary Lynn, you just tied it back up. This is amazing.
Wow.
Locked at 6. Now, Mary Lynn, did you know that or were you just taking a stab in the dark?
Stab in the dark. I
Ouch.
followed my gut. First, my head
my
was going to
gut.
say Barney, and my gut wanted to say Winnie the Pooh.
Fantastic. Because it's really the one that would make him look dumb. So Winnie the Pooh
Yes.
would make him look, and he'd be like, If he was like, you look like X-Men, he'd be like, well, this is the new flag of China. It's
Yeah,
like, I
that's
look
right.
like that badass.
Not that Winnie the Pooh with his shirt can't even go over his belly.
Yeah, and he's always dipping his mutt into the honey like a weirdo.
I mean, that doesn't make him a dictator, though.
For getting rid of Winnie the Pooh?
No. I mean, it doesn't make Winnie the Pooh a dictator. He was the one that was
No.
named in that one, so...
No offense,
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh fans out there, or friends or family of Winnie the Pooh.
Somebody
Yes.
somebody in the comments said Winnie is all about the gut, and that's a fun comment, Natalie Williams.
Thank
He's
you.
all about that gut.
Oh,
All
yeah.
about that gut.
No brainy.
No
Yeah.
trouble.
Megan Trainor wrote a fine song all about that bass. Next question number 3 in round 2. We, of course, are tied 6 apiece. This is Ron, our third tie.
Third tie.
Has that ever happened before?
I don't think so. No.
It has
This is
not.
anything can happen.
It'd be weird if you were
Anything.
like, we've never had 2 ties before, but we have had 3.
Yes. We
This
just
guy
skipped.
loves numbers.
I'm not good with
Mike
math,
Kaplan.
but I think we've had 3, but not 2.
We have had 1 5-tie game, and that's it. That's the only thing we've ever had.
Mike
It was the
Kaplan and his
first for
joy of
3.
numbers and jumbling them up.
I like letters too. Like,
You do?
yeah.
Oh, we're learning a lot, folks, tonight. This is so exciting. Next question in round 2. Both contestants deadlocked. It's 6 points each. One of our tightest contests in Anything Can Happen history. And I cannot verify that because we don't like to write things down. Next question. This dictator was the subject of the 1983 film The Last Plane Out. Was it A, Adolf Hitler, B, Skeletor, D, Anastasio Somoza Debayle, or D, Saddam Hussein?
Mike.
Was it Saddam Hussein?
Mike Kaplan, that is incorrect. Our
You tricked
first
me.
incorrect answer of this category out of the gate.
That's
Mary
fair.
Lynn a chance to steal a point and take the lead. I will read the remaining names. A, Adolf Hitler, B, Skeletor, C. Anastasio Somoza Deballe.
Say it again.
Ha ha ha.
I'm going straight up Hitler. Last plane out of the place where the stuff happened. He's on the last plane. Adolf Hitler.
Is that a drink at a Proud Boys bar? I'll go straight up Hitler. Just
I'd like a Hitler neat. Yeah.
Hitler on the rocks for me. I like my Hitler with almond milk.
I'll have a Hitler with a Goebbels back.
I'll have a dirty Mussolini.
Can I get the Edie, I mean lettuce wraps, please?
Oh, I eat a mean lettuce wrap. Yeah.
Oh,
He does like letters.
oh man, I'll just get the.
I eat a
Pot
mean.
stickers.
Oh yeah.
Come on, that one was brilliant.
I'm so
Pol
sorry.
Pot
Please do it
stickers.
again. Do it again.
Oh,
Can I have the Pol Pot stickers?
Yes.
Oh
really
man,
good.
It's
Really
very
good.
there
good.
it is.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say something about a letters wrap. And that's a wrap on letters. Okay.
Ron, as much as I love neo-Nazi drink names, tell us who this dictator was.
That was Anastasio Somoza Deballe.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is that our last question of the category? No, we have one more question.
Well, should we move on to the last one so we can keep it at an odd number of questions? Because we had that additional one.
Well, we got to keep it on. 4. Have we done 4 in this category? Yes, we have. That was the 4th one?
I think that was the
one.
third one. Yeah,
All right,
but we did 5 in the first one. Because
we did 5 in the first one. No, you're
Yeah.
right. That's
So
right.
to stay
Ron.
odd, we should go to the round 3.
Ron Placone is absolutely correct.
Stay odd, pony boy.
And round 3, Ron, we do.
Church or state.
That's right.
Church or state.
So this
A lot
category,
of points on the board.
you were both tied at 6 apiece. I will read you a law, and you have to pick, is it a religious law or a state law in America? And if you get it correct, similar to Republican or Democrat category, you get a bonus point if you can name either the state or the religion or religious book. So we'll do 3 questions, which means there are 6 points hanging in the balance. You are both tied. We could be tied at 9 apiece at the end of this. We could have a huge 12-6 shutout in round 3. But Ron,
Anything can happen, Graham.
A whole
All
new
tied
third
up.
person could come in and tie at 6 also.
yes.
666.
Anything could happen.
Church. Yeah.
Sign of the beast.
The devil.
All right.
Get it?
All right. I will read this law and you tell us, is this religious law or an American state law? You can't ski intoxicated.
Mike.
That's a state law.
Mike Kaplan, you just retook the lead, 7-6, a chance to extend your lead by 2 points. Which state has that law where it says you can't ski intoxicated?
First, I'll say it's probably also a law in the Mormon religion because they don't do anything with alcohol, including skiing. But I'm going to say Vermont.
Mike Kaplan, that is incorrect.
Fair.
Mary Lynn, a chance to tie it once again.
I'm going to go Colorado, Graham.
Oh, that is very close. But Ron,
Is it Utah?
also close.
Thank
Not
you.
correct. Ron Placone, tell him which state has this law.
Wyoming.
I just realized Colorado is going to let you ski intoxicated. What was I thinking?
They'll definitely let you ski high.
I'm such an ass.
Rocky Mountain drunk.
Yes, it's Wyoming. Sometimes
Think.
it's tricky. I would have guessed Utah myself because I would have gone in the line of thinking that
That's a good guess.
Mountains don't like booze. Yeah. But no, it's Wyoming.
all right. Mike Kaplan has a slim 1-point lead as we go into our final 2 questions.
It's been one of my New Year's resolutions to keep my lead slim.
I wish
Have
I
you
had
tried
time.
Noom?
All right, final question.
Was there a glitch, or you're just not talking?
I'm. I just.
Oh no!
That's my favorite way of getting out of a Zoom meeting. I don't want to do. I'll just if it's getting boring and I don't want to just leave, I'll be like, well, I think
You just get possessed.
Yeah. And then I just cut and I text the person, oh, my Wi-Fi keeps
my Wi-Fi.
All right. Here we go. Religious law or state's law. Charging interest on loans is prohibited.
Mike.
Wow.
That seems like it would be a state law to me.
Mike, that seems like you're incorrect.
My goodness.
Mary Lynn, that is a religious law. Name either the religion or religious book that law is mentioned. Charging interest on loans is prohibited.
Oh my gosh. What's a religious book again?
Is it multiple choice?
No, it is not.
Book of Mormon. Is that a book?
Is that your guess?
That's my guess.
Incorrect. So now Mike has a chance to extend his lead by 2 points.
Whose God loves loans?
I love the logic of probably non-religious atheist comedians.
How dare you? I'm no atheist.
I guess I have a chance to guess now. I will.
Yes, Mike.
I will guess the Quakers or the Society of Friends, because they're very friendly, and I can't imagine that they would want to charge interest on their loans.
Oh,
I
solid guess.
Absolutely love that logic. That is really great and just
very sexy guess.
Very sexy, very kind-hearted, very can't we all just get along? But ultimately incorrect. Ron Placone, tell everybody who's got that law.
Where I can't find the question.
It's I had to go back to one we did a long time ago because I needed to shake it up. It's number 7.
Oh, okay. All right. Here, I'll get there in a second then. It is no, it's not. It's not number 7. Not on my thing.
Oh boy.
On the shared document.
Anything can happen.
Wow.
Oh, it's number 8.
They're not even sharing a document.
It's
right.
That's Sharia law.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes, that was correct. You're right, Ron. It was number 8. Sorry. Yes, that is correct. It is Sharia law, ladies and gentlemen. So Mike still holds the lead, 7-6. Final question.
Oh my gosh.
If Mary Lynn ties it up, we will go into a bonus question.
My goodness.
From another category, right? Here we go. So, is this religious law or state law? You cannot cause a catastrophe.
Mike?
That's the whole thing?
Yeah, I was waiting, and then I'm gonna say state law.
Mike, that is correct, my friend.
Woo!
You are the winner. You want to just to try to get a bonus point, name the state.
Utah.
That's correct.
Wow.
Whoa, very good. Very good.
Sounds like Utah.
That was impressive.
You want it? Can I, as a victory lap, can I tell you a funny thing about the Book of Mormon?
Yeah, yes, please.
So y'all might be familiar that there's a musical, a Broadway musical called The Book of Mormon, an
The
original.
only thing I know. Is
Oh
the Book of
yeah, it
Mormon
was
musical.
created by those South Park fellas and the Avenue Q human, and it's great. And I was on a phone call with someone, and my girlfriend overheard me answering the question. Somebody asked, "Was the Book of Mormon?" Or maybe I was playing a game or something. They were like, "Was the Book of Mormon based on a book?" And I was like, "I don't think so." And my girlfriend's like, "Did you just say that the Book of Mormon was not based on a book of Mormon?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, well, I guess I see your side of this as well."
Look, it ain't easy out there. Okay, it ain't easy. It's a lot of information all the time. Is a
Oh
book a
man.
book?
Oh, well, that was a blast. Mary Lynn, before we say goodbye, tell everybody where they can see you, what shows or anything you got coming up.
Oh my gosh, please go to my Instagram at Marilyn Rice Cub and click on my link tree. I have tons of stuff coming up. Touring, I have a book coming out. Big stuff.
Wow.
Oh, what's your book?
It's essays. I actually just finished the audio recording today. I did 3 days of reading the whole book for Audible. It's called Famish: My Life at the Edge of Stardom, and it's humorous essays.
Awesome.
Ah.
So it's just you telling stories, what it's like working in show business and all that?
You know, it actually, that is sort of the backdrop. It's much more personal stuff. Like there's a lot of personal stuff in there with like a lot of, it's my version of celeb stuff, which is not at all. It's not like I try to name drop just to like give the readers something exciting. Like I write about a little thing about being on the set with Kiefer. I did go,
Kiefer
this is
who?
totally name droppy and really big. Are you ready for this? I did ride on Harrison Ford's private jet one time.
What?
Wow.
That's
Was he-
crazy, right?
Was he flying
Was he?
it?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that too. Was he
I
flying
actually put
it?
that in the essay where I'm like, is he going to be flying it? No, he wasn't flying it. But where was he? I think he was sitting up there with him because I was just sort of sitting back by myself, but he was really nice. I worked on a movie with him and he's like, do you want to ride back? And I was like, yeah, I want to ride back. And he meant like on his plane. But
That'd be so funny if
stuff,
like as soon as you got on the plane, he was like, "Get off my plate!" No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, and then the other thing that you were just reminding me of is like, you don't come down for customs or like normally but we did have to go down because we were in Canada. Sorry, I explained that really back asswards. We don't have to go through customs like regular people, but we touched down and these 2 young agents were like, like, okay, well, we checked, and like just came on the plane and went off. And that was the customs check, which was very amusing.
So
But then I have
that's-
other essays that are like going through my divorce and like, you know, so it's a real mixed bag of stuff.
How many times am I mentioned in the book?
Quite
I'm
a
sorry
few.
to laugh. Yeah.
You're gonna be shocked. But yeah, sorry to go on about that so much. I'm just excited because I just read the whole book and it was really fun.
No, but that's what this portion of the show is to plug stuff and talk about cool stuff you're working on. So where can people get that book?
Well, it's not done yet. I mean, it's in the final stages, but it'll be out in May 7th. But I have to try to do like a push for pre-orders before that.
The library.
So as soon as in the library, check it out at the library. No, that's the opposite of what you do. I need numbers, Mike. You like numbers.
Buy it online, but then get it at the library to support them also.
Thank you. Perfect. I need numbers so I can write another book, you know?
I got you. Well, Marilyn, thanks so much for being on the show. It was so great to see you, and this was super fun.
Thanks for having me. This is so fun.
Have a good night, and everybody go check out her book when it comes out.
I'm going to read everybody's comments. Goodbye.
Bye. Mike Kaplan, our winner. Dude, thank you so much for coming on the show. That was super fun. Where can people see you? Do you have any tour dates, anything like that?
Yeah, I'm going to be a few places coming up safely as possible. If you go to mikekaplan.com or spell Mike the weird way that I do, and you'll find me on all the social media, MYQKAPLAN. I have a fun newsletter full of jokes and things that I send out once a week at mikekaplan.substack.com. I've got 2 podcasts, Broccoli and Ice Cream and The Faucet. And mostly I do stand-up, and so I have a bunch of albums. My most recent one's called AKA. So if you only remember one thing, check out my album, AKA. And come see me live if you're somewhere and you're one of the nice people in the comments, or one of the nice people that didn't comment. And if you're one of the other people, you're also welcome to come see me or check out my comedy, but you don't have to.
Right on.
Oh, and I've got one final thing. I'm working on a book about how to smuggle illegal things into Canada. And all you do is just use Harrison Ford's plane. They don't check.
All right. Yeah, I can't wait to read that book. Just get a celebrity's private jet and you can smuggle stuff into Canada because they don't care. That's great. I can't wait to read that.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Well, thank you so much, dude, for being on the show.
Thanks,
Thank you. Super fun.
Check the folks. If you're watching, both of those, Mary Lynn and Mike, are both very funny people, and see them on the road if you can. I know it's kind of crazy with COVID or whatever, but whenever they're doing shows and you feel safe, I've done shows with both of them. They're hilarious. So go check that out. And
both amazing contestants too. What a
Wasn't
game,
that great?
man! That was fantastic. Came down to the last question. That does not. Now that has happened before, but
that
doesn't happen often.
But it wasn't. Yeah, it was like a 1-point lead. Like, man, we had 3 or 4 ties, I think, going into the final question. That was fun.
And they were tied up so many different. It was 3 different times they were tied up. Yeah.
That's our new record.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, thanks for watching. We are still in our 9th month of demonetization from YouTube. So support what we're doing at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. It's free to sign up, and there's a premium level at $10 a month. And for that, you get everybody on the platform's premium content. Myself, Lee Camp, Ron Placone, Jimmy Dore, Whitney Webb, Kim Iverson, Abby Martin, and many, many others. You can also support what we're doing at Venmo at Graham-Elwood. And go to GrahamElwood.com. We have a PayPal button and a PO box. I also have crypto wallets, which are all in the show notes. Thanks for supporting what we do.